Welcome, students. Today I am going to teach you the optional lesson that I have selected for you for the periodic test, which will not be evaluated in the board exam, that is, the making of a global world. Even though this lesson is not going to be evaluated in the board exam, but still the information that is given in the lesson, which I think is very much valuable for you, and it will be of great relevance to you in studying history. So I want to teach you some of the important things which are there in the lesson, important facts, and which is related to the world war, that is the first world war and the second world war, and the formation of the UNO, and also the foreign exchange policy which was formulated during this time. So I would like all the students to hear and understand this lesson, so that you can also imply it in your while studying it, the history, and it will help you to understand the history in a more better way. Okay, so now I am going to start the making of a global world. So it means, here you know what is the meaning of global means that now all the world is a global world. So what do you understand with the word global relates to when the whole world becomes a market, and when the people and the goods can go from one place to another in a very easy manner, means everything is accessible to you, everything is reachable, and it is the things that what you want from the other country can easily be available to you. When then it is known as a global world, means the whole world, with the help of the foreign trade and all, the world has become a very small place to live, and everything is beyond is within your reach, not beyond but within your reach, and easily you can be accessible to anything, any commodity which is manufactured in some other part of the world in your hand. Like, suppose for example, if through the online shopping you can even shop the things which are manufactured in foreign country. So in this way you can say the whole world has become a very small place to live, in which everyone, not only the goods but the people, can even fly within few hours to other country. And in this way you can come across many people who are living in different countries, and you can exchange your ideas with them. And not only the people or the commodities, they flow into the good, not only the goods, the ideas, and the even the currency, all these flow from one place to another. But also sometimes due to the globalization, the germs also they are carried by the people from one place to another. Like nowadays you can very well understand how the origin of the coronavirus was from China. It originated from this virus, this dreaded disease, it originated from China. But how it managed to take the world into its grip. To take the world into its grip means now the whole world is the sufferer of this coronavirus which originated in China. So in this way you can very well understand the meaning of globalization. हिंदी में हम इसको वैश्वीकरण कहते हैं, जिसमें पूरा विश्व एक बाज़ार होता है और हम न केवल एक जगह की बनी हुई वस्तुओं का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, बल्कि हम खुद भी दूसरी जगह पे बहुत कम समय में जा सकते हैं और इस तरह से हम कई सारे लोगों से मिल सकते हैं, ठीक है ना। तो इट्स अ ग्लोबल मार्केट नाउ, द होल वर्ल्ड हैज़ ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड इनटू अ ग्लोबल मार्केट now. But before that also, not only with the help of technology the whole world has become a global market, but before that in the pre-modern world also, the Indians were having trade with the foreign country, and even the countries, the people of the different countries, they were also going to other countries for the purpose of trade, for the purpose of even pilgrim. Okay, they wanted to go to their sacred places and for the purpose of gaining knowledge. So in the pre-modern world also they were doing that. Now, globalization refers to an economic system that has emerged since the last 50 years or so. But the making of a global world has a long history of trade, of migration, of people in search of work, the movement of capital, and much else. From ancient times, travelers, traders, priests, and pilgrims traveled vast distances for knowledge, opportunity, and spiritual fulfillment, or to escape persecution. Persecution means that when they were punished and they were tried in the royal court for being, so to escape from that punishment, they used to they used to flee away in other foreign countries. Okay. As early as 3000 BCE, an active coastal trade linked the Indus Valley civilization with present-day West Arabia. So even there are evidences when Indus Valley was excavated. So there are evidences found by the archaeologists in the form of seals that the people of the Indus Valley civilization that emerged 5000 years before in India, BCE, before in India, had the evidences of the seals. So seals were widely used for the purpose of trade, and they were also found in Mesopotamia, which was one of the oldest civilization of Iraq. Okay, so fine. So this much I will do it for now, and then I will continue with the next.